34-year-old senior executive in a techie from Uttar Pradesh committed suicide, alleging domestic violence by his wife to be the reason. In a 24-page suicide note, Atul had outlined the hardships he had endured. The note reportedly highlighted that his wife had filed multiple police complaints, claiming that to be the reason he took this extreme step. He also in fact made a 1.5-hour long video before he decided to take his own life. During the investigation, it has now been found by the Bengaluru police that the timetable with detailed instruction including the tasks such as offering prayers, organizing the belongings, etc. The 34-year-old techie also reached out to an NGO advocating for men facing the cases and the incidents of domestic violence, revealing his intent to end his life. My colleague Belly joins me live on the broadcast. Belly, at this time when we are discussing about this incident, which has also led to a lot of storm on social media, this is in fact now at the fore. What is the Bengaluru police now doing at this matter? How in fact they are now launching the probe, as the suicide note that particularly detailed that it is against the wife of the deceased Atul Subhash and also the judge who allegedly took the bribe, who were behind, and at the behest of their actions, he was forced to take this decision, where he also narrated the very specific details and in fact chilling and heart-wrenching details in his video address. Belly, over to you.
Simran, the Bengaluru's Marthahalli police have registered an FIR based on a complaint from the victim, Atul Subhash's brother, Vikas Kumar Modi, who had lodged a complaint against Atul's wife, Nikita Singhania, and her mother, Nisha Singhania, and the brother-in-law, Atul's brother-in-law, Anurag Singhania, and one of their uncles, Sushil Singhania, and they have been booked for abetment to suicide and charges of extortion under sections of 108 and section 3, subclause 5 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. And the further procedures from the police would be like issuing notices to the accused, asking them to come for recording their statements, and the investigations are going ahead, so forth. So the incident happened on 9th, December 9th, when the 34-year-old web developer and a senior executive of a prominent IT company has had hung himself at his apartment flat in Manjunath Nagar in Munekolala near Whitefields. And he had apparently called his friend at around 1:15 is what the police says. However, since his friend was sleeping, he couldn't see the message. And soon after that message, only Atul had taken the extreme step. And in the morning of 10th, when his friend got to see the message, he immediately called up the police control room and said that he was suspecting something, some danger for his friend, and immediately the police rushed to the flat in Munekolala and found that it was locked from inside, and they broke open the lock to find him hanging in his bedroom, is what the police said. And there is a 1.5-hour video that is in his Google Drive, and 24 pages long note that details the ordeal that he had been going through at the hands of his wife and her other family members. So he states that he had started going through or undergoing this ordeal ever since his marriage, and he goes on to to put on allegations after allegations, such as his wife Nisha wouldn't allow him to see his child that was born to them, and there was also there was a death in Singhania's family. The father of Nisha Singhania died, out of natural causes. But however, she managed with pulled up some strings and under the putting some influence on the authorities. She managed.
All right, Belly, I'll request you to kindly stay on with me on the broadcast, because we are also getting some reactions. Meanwhile, some of the activists and other persons have reacted on this very tragic decision and the death of Atul Subhash, who has also taken the internet by a storm, viewers. Now, let's also get into the reactions first.
A 34-year-old young techie, Atul Subhash, committed suicide in Bengaluru, and he has left behind a suicide note. Some pages are typed, some pages are handwritten, and he says 9 police complaints have been registered against me. There are false charges of murder, dowry harassment, and also domestic violence. And the suicide note says that these charges are not true. The deceased man says that he was paying his wife 2 lakh rupees in spite of she not letting him see his own son, his 4-year-old son, and his son was being used as a tool of blackmailing him. The deceased also in his suicide note said that he was forced to give expensive gifts not only to his wife but to his wife's mother and his brother-in-law. So I think a case of abetment to suicide, not only against the wife but against her mother and relatives, should be registered.
पुरुषों के साथ बढ़ते हुए अत्याचार को देख करके मुझे ये काम करती हूं। मैं लगातार 10 साल से भी ऊपर हो गया है। ऐसे ही पुरुष मरते जा रहे हैं। अतुल सुभाष कोई पहला नाम नहीं है। अतुल सुभाष जैसे लाखों लोग, लाखों लड़के, लाखों पुरुष मर चुके हैं। 34 साल का अतुल सुभाष को कितना मजबूर कर दिया। द सिस्टम हैज फेल्ड। किस तरीके से बायसनेस है सिस्टम में। सिर्फ लड़कियों की सुनवाई होती है, लड़कों की कहीं सुनवाई नहीं होती। उसने अपने सुसाइड नोट में सुसाइड वीडियो, 1 घंटे का वीडियो बनाया है। कितना पेनफुल है, कितनी सफरिंग्स है उसकी आवाज में। आप देखिए उसने अपने माता पिता को क्या क्या बोला है। आप देखिए, समझिए कि पूरे सिस्टम ने उसे फेल कर दिया और कोई संस्कार नहीं बचे हैं। आज किस तरीके से प्रताड़ना की जाती है पुरुषों के, उनको डराया जाता है।
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.